Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Shadowbringers. In the last episode, we went through Nemesis, a Niter, cleared through the dungeon, and then kind of got our cutscene where we learned a little bit more about those that summoned Hydaelyn, and how that may have actually worked, because now we have access to this huge library of information, and Y'shtola, for some reason I blanked on the name there for a second, stayed behind to begin studying it. Meanwhile, we came back to the Crystarium to find a crowd of people gathered who wanted to leave the Crystarium guard and kind of wander the land as budding heroes to help everyone out. And then Elidibus in Ardbert's skin showed up and used an illusion to awaken the echo in everyone present. So we learned a little bit more about how the echo actually works there. Still don't know what his angle is. There almost certainly is an angle. But, you know what? Not much we can do about it at the moment, so we're going to go ahead and speak with Thaler and see him off as they decide to go out and start doing good throughout the land, which we can't argue with. So, let's go ahead and teleport ourselves on over to the Amro launch, which I believe is where they are, and have a chat with them. Alright, there you are. You again? I mean, it's you, my lady. Sorry, it's been a funny old day. You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. I still can't believe it. You coming all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. And when larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You see if we aren't. Alright. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Sure. We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness, and thank you. Alright, let's go speak with the Crystal Exarch. I'm guessing you're over by the gate. To the tower. Or inside the tower. Alright, let's head to the Ocular, and let's see what everyone has to say about the events that have transpired. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you're away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. While your findings in Nemesis and Niter do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason, we must needs trust to Ystola's ingenuity and wait for her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience, it does seem worth the attempt. Then I'll come with you. Safety in numbers. In combat, perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we? Alright, then I look forward to your return. And it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course. We are presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference and, I believe, nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we are well on our way to a solution. Right, and I shall not rest until one is found. Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting efforts, thou needst not labor to the exclusion of all else. It would serve to lighten the burden, however little, I should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure that the Crystarium continues to run smoothly in spite of recent disruptions. Then perhaps I could help. There must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty. Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Alright, of course, on the evidence of recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite at the Pendants. Alright, they're telling me to go to bed again. Alright, so the Pendants. Alright, Manager of Suites. A pleasure as always, Mistress Yatsurugi. I am relieved to see you were unharmed in the earlier commotion, though, if I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you will be retiring to your suite. Apparently. Alright, very good. Do let me know if there's anything you require. Alright, so what's gonna happen here? Mr. Shatsurugi, it's Glinard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. Ah. Hello. Well met, sinner. I was looking forward to a welcome respite here in the Crystarium, but the mood here is not exactly conducive to relaxation, as I'm sure you've noticed. I'd wager you know more about what's going on than anyone else in this city. Care to share? I can say that I envy your prey. Envy you your prey. Dark work, this twisting of the Warrior of Light's legacy, reminds me of what became of old Dikaiosine, though this Ascian of yours is a fair bit more chatty. I'm tempted to silence him myself. Brandon made his mistakes. I'm sure they all did, but the past is the past. They've earned their rest. Alright. I'm not about to let him sully Ardbert's good name. Indeed. What? You want me to leave it to you? Right. I'm not the only one carrying all that weight. Very well, but only because you asked. Remember, if you ever need me, just say the word, I'll be there. Yeah, we've taken out La Habrea and Emetzelk. Elidibus is kind of next on the list. Meanwhile, in the Crystal Tower's umbilicus.
Foiled again. If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Art thou unwell?
Or perhaps a brief respite? It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome. dream again.
Meanwhile, in the source...
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
Oh, I recognize that voice.
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
This is another Ascian in... Oh, I forget his name, because I really didn't care.
The final days.
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale. The tale of the world's end.
Alright. And now, our main scenario quests are to be continued. So, that is the end of the available main story quests. Until the next patch comes out. Next major content patch. So, that means we need to go do some other stuff, which what I'm planning on doing next is is going to the Eden quest line, which has to do with Thancred and Reen's investigation of the Empty, which we've heard a little bit about. But we're going to go ahead and go participate. But I'm not sure I want to get fully involved in that just yet, because we've burned a bunch of time here, though this will be a very early end of an episode. I don't really think there's anything else that I can do at the moment that would take less time. There's a couple of optional dungeons, but then again, those will take a little while to run. Alright, so I guess what I'll do is go ahead and make this a short episode. Last episode was a fairly long one, so we can go ahead and do a short one today. So we'll go ahead and stop here. And then when we come back, we will get on to the Eden Raid questline and see how that goes. I've only actually done I haven't done any of the new versions of that. I've done like the first few battles in that line, but I haven't done all of them, so that should be interesting. Alright, so we'll go ahead and stop here for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.